Hi, Paul Sackis, Good News Planet. I'm speaking to Kip Shedler. Hi, Kip. How are you?
I'm doing well, Paul. Thanks a lot.
All right, good. You're senior. Well, thank you for doing what you're doing. Senior Director of Habitat for Humanity International Disaster Response. We're going to learn about it's actually a new first ever fleet of 24 Habitat mobile responses. Our emergency housing update coming up here to New York to assist in the Hurricane Sandy victims. You're a great organization. Done many stories with you, and thank you. So tell us what's going on.
Yeah, so we've been operating in the area that was impacted by Sandy for about 20 years. We have Habitat affiliates in New York and New Jersey, and we were in touch with them soon after the superstorm passed through. And they told us what they wanted to focus on, what they needed to focus on were repairs as opposed to new house construction, which isn't new to Habitat. We did 3,600 repairs in the U.S. and Canada just last year alone. So it was no stretch for us to think about doing repair work. What we hadn't done, is at this scale in a disaster area, we'd be needing to go in one neighborhood one week and into another the next week. We had to be moving very quickly to help as many families as possible. So we came up with the idea of doing a mobile response unit, which basically is kind of a tool warehouse on wheels, just a van full of tools. So we can take in and out of different neighborhoods and use the tools with our volunteers. So we talked to some of our donors, some of our long-term sponsors, and Chevrolet donated 24 vans, and Lowe's and Bosch Tools donated all the tools we needed to supply to fill the vans. So we took off from Atlanta yesterday. We're on our way. We're in Virginia. On our way, we'll get to Newark tonight, and then tomorrow we'll spread out. We'll go half of the vans to Staten Island and the other half to Union Beach in New Jersey.
Wow, great. I was wondering, it sounded like you're on the road.
We are on the road, yeah. We're in the hills.
I guess President Jimmy Carter wanted to finish a whole house when he got to work, right? He didn't want to start to only do repairs.
Well, he likes to do as much as he can with his time that he gives us. I have a feeling if I gave him 20 houses to repair, he'd roll up his sleeves and work on that as well.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, what a great tribute to humanity, and the organization that you all are working with are really a great. Are you only here? I see it says you're the director of Habitat for Humanity International's disaster response. Are you a worldwide organization?
Yeah, we are in about a little over 70 countries around the world, and we're also in 1,500 communities around the U.S. So we responded to the Indian Ocean tsunami everybody heard about, and built about 24,000 houses in response to that in Thailand and Sri Lanka, Indonesia, and India. We have response work still going on in Japan. We have work going on in Haiti. But then we were one of the biggest builders in the U.S. Gulf Coast after Katrina. It was a multi-year response. For about 5 years, we were helping families affected by Katrina rebuild. And we know this, people aren't going to want to wait that long, but it's going to take a while to get all the families back in their homes in New York and New Jersey. We've been there for 20 years. We're not going anywhere, and we'll be right there alongside them as we work to get them back in their houses.
Great. Shout out to great to have corporate sponsors like Chevrolet and Lowe's and Bosch. You're going to be working with some good equipment. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, no, this is stuff. We're going to be there for years, and I bet all these vans and the tools hold up just as long. They're pretty heavy duty. It's pretty impressive. The donation from GM alone, the vehicles, is around $840,000, and the donation combined between Lowe's and Bosch is around another $250,000. So we're bringing about $1 million up the interstate today.
So is there somebody, we're located, headquartered in the New York area, so do you need help, or what do we do? How does the general population get involved with your organization?
Yeah, so as you all know, in New York, the impacted area, the hotels are full of families that were displaced. So for the next few months, we're not going to be able to bring volunteers in from outside of the area. We'll only be using local volunteers. But if your people want to be on a list, so that they can volunteer when people can come in from outside, they can go to habitat.org, and they can register, and we'll reach out to them when it's possible. if some of your listeners actually live close and they could just kind of drive in the morning and drive out at night, if they go to habitat.org, there's a place where they can put in their zip code, and it'll give them the contact information of the local Habitat affiliate. Other listeners you have may not be able to volunteer for multiple reasons, but they want to support us. They can go to habitat.org and make a donation. They can designate that money to the Sandy response. We'll use that money for supplies as we carry out these repairs. And you may have listeners that aren't tech savvy. They don't like computers. They can dial 1-800-HABITAT and either get on the list to volunteer, or they can make a donation as well.
You even have some nice matching grants on the website, and you have some beautiful e-cards too. So this is a good time to get if someone needs a holiday card. You have it right here, right? It can be sent from your organization.
Yeah, you may have a friend or family member that you can't figure out just what to get them for Christmas. You can make a donation and honor them, and we'll be happy to take it and put it to use.
That's always a very wise thing to do. Okay, last question, Kip, and thanks once again for the good work you're doing. And what's good news for you?
What's good news for me? Good news for me are people like you, Paul, and the Christmas season, and everybody reaching out to help their neighbor.